Halo 3 custom games. No, but like for real. It's been like 18 years since Halo 3 came out, but the minigames are still one of my favorite things to play. I don't know, they're just fun. And there's something charming about how they were all created by some random other player who had a cool idea. And that's kind of what I love about Halo's Forge mode, is how anybody can load it up and make something fun. Compared to games like Counter-Strike, where you have to use a whole different software to build a map. Like, I don't know how to use this shit. I'm sorry. It honestly kind of reminds me of Minecraft. Like, kids can play it. I was playing this in 4th grade. But it still has so much depth if you get into it and learn all the intricacies. That was a hard word to say, honestly. But yeah, I haven't made a Halo map in like 3 years. And recently, I kind of just had that itch, you know? You might be wondering why I'm not making Halo Reach maps instead, since that game's Forge is literally better in every single way, especially nowadays with the custom modded game types. It's just that I find something so fun in the problem solving needed to make something good on Halo 3. Like how there's no placeable kill boundaries and the blocks are smaller. Coming up with the little workarounds is half the fun. So with that being said, I guess let's get to building. Okay, if you're gonna make a Halo minigame, you need to know farts. Farts is a set of guidelines to follow when making a map. I came up with this acronym myself. I'm very proud of it. Let's start with the F. Figure out what works. We're gonna look at some popular game modes and what can we learn from them? What is fun? Take the sauce from that shit and transfer it into ours. Moving on to the A. Avoid direct copies. We're gonna make it our own. We don't want to just make another Duck Hunt, another version of Fat Kid. We gotta switch it up. Okay, so for the R. What the fuck's the R? Oh! Rethink the sandbox. We have to use the tools in unexpected ways. You know, there's vehicles, equipment, weapons, objects, on-map thingies, like the grid and the guardians. T is for tame the game. We want to do something. It's not going to let us. We need to figure out a different way to make it happen. And S, seal the exploits. People are going to try to cheat. I'm gonna try to cheat. We gotta make sure it's as hard as possible to cheat because people are gonna cheat. That's the rundown. I guess if we're all at the same understanding, let's make a minigame. Okay, so I lied. We're not gonna make it right now, but we are gonna go to step 1 of farts. What about other minigames do people like? Obviously, a lot of them are One Life Infection game modes, but the one thing that stood out for me is how many included dodging. In Duck Hunt, you're dodging the sniper bullets. In Trash Compactor, you're dodging the shit that's flying at you. And in Ice Cream Man, you're dodging the warthog. And you might be like, okay, well, isn't everything gonna have dodging? You know, it's an FPS, you're getting shot at, you're gonna try to avoid that. But no, I mean dodging instant death. One sniper bullet, one ball to the face, you're gone. So for this first minigame, I just wanted to build something that involved dodging. And since I'm trying to avoid making this identical to other game modes, I thought it'd be interesting if we dodged something completely different than usual. So when I was going through the Forge palette, I came across these auto turrets. These were added back in 2020, and I've only seen people use them as equipment instead of the main focus of an entire minigame. I started experimenting with them, right? And I found out that they target the nearest enemy player, even if they're behind a wall. And they literally just heat seek onto you. So what if the person behind the wall was controlling a laser beam that the other players needed to dodge? This idea reminded me of lethal lasers from my Halo Ware 2 game mode. So I'm kind of breaking the avoid direct copies. But then that was Halo Reach. That was scripted. This is literally having someone control the laser. I thought, hey, there's nothing like this in Halo 3. Let's make it. So I started building, and one thing I had to take into account was the targeting radius of the turret. The turret never turns, so it stays the direction that you threw it. And if you're outside this cone in front of it, it's not going to target you. So I had to build the arena in the shape of this cone. Another thing I had to think about was that if the person who threw the laser is going to be the person who needs to dodge it, why would they even throw the laser in the first place? Obviously so they could play the game mode, but I felt like some people might prioritize winning over anything. So I built this contraption. Survivors spawn in a room with jack shit besides the auto turret and a hole in the wall. They have 2 options. Throw the turret into the hole, or wait until a kill wall spawns, you lose. If they throw the turret, it'll fall down and start shooting in the direction of the enemy player, which makes the laser hit a soccer ball that's blocking a teleporter, unblocking it, and teleporting all the survivors into the map. That soccer ball will then collide with another soccer ball that is blocking a separate teleporter, which teleports the enemy into their part of the map. The turret will then glide down the wall into its final spot in the arena. I've tested it a fair amount, and I think I got it to work every time, but no promises. You might be wondering how I teleported all the players into the arena since you can't change the boundaries of the teleporters in Halo 3, but I actually forged this on a modded version of Sandbox that lets me change the size. I also use these teleporters to kill the players that go too close to the turret, just because I don't want them knocking it out of the way. And since the laser that's killing you is on your team, it doesn't count as a kill for the person controlling it. So I built something I've used before, where when the survivors die, they'll respawn in this little jail cell, where the zombie can just go over, kill them, and they get credit for it. Last thing to do is just swap the teams, because if a survivor throws down the turret and gets infected, the turret also gets infected. So it would just start targeting everyone else in the arena. But with all that being fixed, the mode was done. I named it Lethal Laser because it's pretty much lethal lasers from Halo War 2. You just have to dodge the laser for 100 seconds to win. And right now, I'm just going to show you the highlights of my friends and I playing it. Okay, so dodge that laser, dodge that laser, dodge that laser!
That's a laser.
Wait, how does it know where I am?
It's the same modern foraging, bro.
Dude, there's no way. I was not in the fucking.
How did I? I'm out of lives.
The jump over here.
You're out of lives. You got killed by the fucking laser beam. Oh. Hi, JBOB.
Hey, this is targeted. This is targeted.
Wait, why is this laser worse than all the other ones? Did we lower the difficulty of the laser or something?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh, we win! Let's go, go, go! Let's go, JBOB.
This game's stupid. This game's stupid. You are a bitch.
Yeah, karma though.
No way you do that to me! No fucking way! Busted map, who made this shit? And that is why you playtest. To seal this exploit, I just moved down the wall a bit so you can no longer melee under it. Besides that, I'm pretty sure the mode is good. So let's get started on another minigame. For this second one, I originally wanted to include this gimmick I found of golf balls and soccer balls. Golf balls fall through the grid, but collide with shields. And then soccer balls are the opposite, where they collide with the grid, but pass through shields. My original idea was to use this as a kind of sorting system, where once a ball got knocked into the hole, it would be separated by the shield and roll into its correct area. I thought that this could be a game mode where two teams were trying to shoot their balls into the hole faster, but then I remembered that just because something is new doesn't make it fun. Like, why do I give a shit about shooting these balls into a hole? There was no substance since you just spammed the shoot button and hoped your ball would go in. I felt like I could keep the balls, the brute shots, and the idea of a goal, but add something fun. That something fun was dodging. Yeah, like for real, I'm literally making another dodging minigame. But no worries, it is still pretty original in my opinion. I don't know. This is ball busting. Two teams equipped with brute shots spawn above their goal. Their objective is to bust the other team with balls. By shooting the balls down below into the enemy's goal, they'll then get launched upwards to the platform the enemies are standing on. The last team standing is the winner. So now besides spamming the shoot button at some balls, you're also trying to avoid being splattered in the ass. I took some inspiration from Crash Up Derby, where once a player gets eliminated, they still get to play. On the corners of the arena are some spectating booths where you can shoot out of and help your team that's still alive. And besides the spectating, I also thought Crash Up Derby did a good job escalating as time went on. So as the round progresses, a rocket launcher will spawn to help launch more balls, the corners will close in a bit, and then eventually man cannons will spawn, pretty much guaranteeing that the balls are going to the goal. And to seal any exploits, I just did the exact same thing as the other map and just used the modded teleporters as a kill boundary. I then invite some friends to help test it, which is what I'm gonna show you now. JBOB, stay alive. Just make sure to jump.
No. Oh my god, how jumped on your head.
Make sure to, bro, you gotta be jumping, JBOB. Don't be crouching.
Is it jump?
I'm just saying the ball just flew past your fucking head.
We gotta go.
Dude, we're about to get a bunch in there. I mean, no, we're not. We're not.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're grabbing our ball. Oh no.
Guys, I am Mr. Ballbuster. You really think you can stop me?
That's
Yeah.
Come on, I got like a whole pocket right there. They won't go in.
Oh my god, swing and a miss.
No!
Damn, got beat at his own game. That's crazy.
Shut the fuck up, bro. And with that, let's move on to the final minigame of this video. For this one, I completely ignored my second guideline because what I wanted to make wasn't even available in the Master Chief Collection, Halo 5, or Halo Infinite. The minigame I wanted to make was from Halo Online. See, before MCC came to PC, there was this little mod called El Dorito, where it was essentially Halo 3 on PC before Halo 3 was on PC. And on there, I remember playing this minigame called Wacky Races. The main premise of it was that there were two teams racing their elephant to the finish line, with players trying to hijack and sabotage the other team. I've wanted to make this for years since elephants got added to Forge, but I just never got around to it until now. One of the hurdles I had to overcome is that there aren't big enough blocks in Halo 3's Forge to build the racetrack to the scale of the original. To do the best I could, I mainly use the terrain of Sandbox, only placing blocks for important stuff like the sidewalls or this ramp, because this ramp is necessary. One of the most fun parts of the game is when the driver would drive off the cliff and everyone would try not to fly out. So I built the entire map and everything seemed to be working fine. It was only once I loaded into custom games that I discovered something that could kill the game mode. Arguably the most important aspect of the minigame was that you would respawn on your team's elephant. And you would think that'd be possible in Halo 3, especially since that's how it already works on Sandtrap, but apparently the forgeable elephants on Sandbox will move any objects you place on them. So any spawns I placed would teleport off the elephant as soon as I saved the map. I was honestly pretty devastated, but I did eventually find a workaround, even though it's kind of just a band-aid fix. I placed the spawn points above the elephant instead of on it, so you will spawn on it originally, but then if you die, you'll continue to spawn back in the same spot. So to help you move closer to the elephant, I just put a series of teleporters that move you further into the map. I also made it where once you respawn, you have a few seconds of speed boost to help you run into battle. I know it's not the best, and I would love to have the spawns on there if I could. Halo Studios, please fix. Another thing I changed from the original was the crossing of the streams, because at the end in the original, you would swap sides to score. I originally built it like this, but through my playtesting with friends, I found it would just end up in a stalemate every time where two teams would fight over the one further elephant. And I honestly blame it on the teleporters. So I just removed the one that brought you to the very end, and then also added this wall down the middle. After I thought it played better, it was just time to fix the exploits, which would turn out more difficult than the other two minigames. Because in the original, you're supposed to jump up, grab the flag, and bring it back to the elephant. But like I said, I can't place the capture point on the elephant. So instead, the capture point is where the flag spawns. But now that means if anybody gets up there by any method, they could just score instantly.
Well, then just put down the modded teleporters. What the hell?
See, I would love to, but I actually built this on regular Sandbox because the modded version had this invisible wall in the middle of where people would be driving at. And I could have just learned how to mod the map to add modded teleporters to mine. I honestly just didn't feel like it. So I just used what I had and put a kill ball at the podium. And then I put walls around the podium so you could only jump in from the front where the kill ball was. You can probably still do like a triple head boost if you time it right and get over the kill ball. But please don't. If someone does, just kick them from your fucking game. I don't know. I'm done trying. But yeah, I'm going to show you some gameplay. Just keep in mind that this was before I made all those changes. They're boarding. They're gonna board. They're going to board. They're going to board us.
We got this.
Get shit on, bitch!
Dude, it's my FOB.
JBOB, drive him backwards, drive him backwards, drive him backwards, JBOB!
I'm trying!
Yes!
I got it.
Why
Behind you.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, get out.
Oh,
Nice.
you killed me! You killed me! Go to the one with the flag. Aim back the fuck up, bro.
My ass.
Let's go. What a round. Let's swap the teams around and do that one again.
Wait a second.
Oh my god, they're already attacking us.
He's boarding!
Get him, Apex.
Get him!
Nice.
I'm dead. Oh, but mortar domed me. What the fuck?
Let's go.
He's at the driver. Kill him.
Make it up, George!
He's driving.
No!
Wait, Pancake,
Yeah,
can you drive this?
that's what you sound
Drive
like.
the boat, Pancake, please.
Oh my god, sure. Dude, we're hitting spawn. How'd you manage that?
God, bro, it's stuck.
We're hijacking theirs and we're bringing it to the finish line.
Wait, that's a good idea.
Big brain, you ready?
What are they doing, dude?
I know, I'm scared.
Keep your
Oh,
head
they
on
went
the
through a
swivel.
teleporter, didn't they?
Yeah, no, they definitely did. Oh, what the fuck?
Yep, they did. Look, they're there.
What the fuck? How'd you kill me?
What a nose go!
What?
Oh my god!
Oh,
what a fucking nose
my
go!
word.
Oh my god!
No, get Pancake. He's in there.
I'm not dragging the warthog with me!
Kill him. No. Stop it.
Wait.
He's fucking in there.
Let's go, baby!
Bullshit.
Let's go! Wow, what a wacky race, am I right? But those were all 3 minigames that I made, and I think that's evidence to why Halo 3 is still so fun. Because you can have all those nostalgic good memories of it, but you can still make so many more. And that's honestly a testament to why a level editor is good to have in a video game. Like, why don't more games do this? Free labor. Please yell at me if I quit uploading again, because I want to keep uploading. I still have a lot of Halo ideas, but I also want to try to make some Battlefield 6 Portal minigames. I just don't know how to use that thing yet. So subscribe if you want to see more custom maps, and hope you have a great rest of your day.